All right, finally. 5 times it took. Whew. All right, did I run everybody off? I hate being late, and I was sitting here at 3:30. I promise. But you don't know if it's going to go live or not until you hit the go live button. So I had everything queued up and nothing. Nothing. Let's see, what am I going to do? I need more toys here around my desk. On YouTube. See, now I'm discombobulated. And it's not pleasant when I'm discombobulated. Judy, did I lose you? Hello? Hey, Shannon. I'm late because YouTube wouldn't hook up for me. I feel like I've been on YouTube's for the last week full time. Were you in Lena's live stream? Just ended. Put my glasses back on. Hi, Linda. We're going to wait a few more minutes because I had trouble getting on. I'm going to lower this. See if that'll work. You don't need to see my notifications. Let's see. I mentioned over there that we might look at a few, if they would like to look at a few faces, and they said yeah, and then now where are they? Whew. Makes you break into a sweat when you're late to the party and it's your party. And Judy was on the other chat when I was trying to get it going. So what y'all been working on interesting? Anything cool? I was going to do some gouache today, but my time of finding something to work with, I haven't had my gouache out. Interfered with 49 times. Hey, Vicki. Fabric and fibers, that's cool. I used to sew all the time and don't now, so one of these days I might get back into it. Maybe Judy will come back. We'll wait just a few more minutes. let's see, I can show you some stuff I did. I don't know if y'all saw my blog. If you're not getting my blog posts by email, you need to go to bit.ly, capital L, capital P, capital R for roadmap. And that will give you, go straight to my blog, or you can go to Axully, AXULLY.com. Takes you to the same place and get the freebie. And then I'll get your name in my email list and you'll get a written blog post from me once a week. And they're a little bit more coherent because I can spend some time on those. I'm trying to get, come on, maybe it's this way. It's better. Oh, yeah. Anyway, this started out as a watercolor, just a waterfall thing with different colors going across the top and then letting them drip and mix together. And I couldn't stand the idea of covering all of that up. So I just put pieces of painted papers that matched the color of the drip. And I have to feel it to tell where the papers are. There are a lot of papers on there. I think that's just cool. Well, of course I would. It's mine. Kind of looks like a klimped dress. That's a good idea. And these two also. So I did that Saturday at Rosemary's house. And then, let's see, last week was the week I was playing with the string art. So I did these two when we were playing at Rosemary's. It was a fun day. And then I went to the string art and could not decide anything to put on it. Come on. See, I jack things up when I move my camera. Jiggle, jiggle. So anyway, I added some pieces in the gutter that kind of related to the shape of the flowers. I think this one's more successful. And I did one more. Again, just playing. I mean, this is just journal stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Jeez. See, it just threw me all off. Got to get her now where you can see her. And I will start showing you a few portraits. They're really flashing off the lights. Let me see if that helps. No, I don't want you upside down. Golly gee willikers. Let me turn off the overhead. That didn't help much either. Well, this may not be such a good idea. I thought I could do it this way. All right. This is a large pastel. I don't want to do that either. Cancel. I say large, it's probably 24 by 18 or 20 by 24 maybe. Okay, so that is a pastel. Darn it. Hang on. I've done photos before on the iPhone, and they've worked fine. Hang with me. Let's see, I think it was down one. See if I can find her on here. There she is. Nope, not any better. Okay, I'm going to go back to YouTube and just bear with me. We'll just get through a few of them. Okay, did anybody new show up? My chat disappeared. Hey, Melody. We're going to get you over at Rosemary's one of these days. All right. Someone over on Lena's thread said they would love to see some portraits. So I'm going to show you some. All right, this is a picture of a girl I took a photo of in, well, actually, I think Randy took it. A girl in Italy. All right, let me pick out another one to show you. This is a watercolor portrait. I work at this stuff all the time, and it's just completely. Now there's a good one. That's coming in real good. This is a little girl at a village parade in south of France, and the little kids dress up in costumes, and there's clowns and all kinds of stuff. I'm not real sure what the. Who's there? Carol. Good. I had to go ahead and get to work. Hey, Vicki. 2 Vickies. I love it. And you spell your name right, too. Portrait of a dog. I do dogs, too. Animals. This one's a good one. I've always liked this one. There's a big lag today. I'm still on Grandma Edie on my iPhone. This is a young lady who was posing for a portrait from one of my tutors, and she graciously allowed me to take some pictures of her. And this is a wedding kimono from Japan. Randy's mother had it in her stash. It's now in granddaughter's hands. And this portrait is a friend's dad. She found a small black and white snapshot that had been folded in a book that he had, and I took it and colorized it. And anyway, that was fun. That was a fun one. Here's 4 schnauzers. This is our big boy, and he passed away last year. And this was his little boy, and we have him, and this was one of the girls, and we were babysitting her. And this is our Annie. She passed 2 or 3 years ago. This is the daughter of a friend of mine, or granddaughter, I'm sorry. Now there goes that light shifting again. Okay. I like to draw faces. This is the niece of another friend, our grandniece, I'm sorry. This is my niece and nephew. And my brother is a professional photographer, and he took the picture. And then immediately after this picture, where they look so solemn and sad, he took another one, and they had switched places. And he looks like Alfred E. Newman on Mad, because he's got 2 huge front teeth. And I think he's crossing his eyes. Anyway, they're laughing. They hate both of them, but I've got the other one blocked out and ready to do because I think they'd be great together. And this is a portrait of Randy's mother's hands. My brother took that picture too. They don't have that hot spot in the middle. Here are the legs of a ballet dancer. I had a good friend who was in stage 4 cancer, and her daughter had just gotten her first pair of toe shoes. So that was a fun one to do. This is pastel on an acrylic ground. And I'm not real sure how I came to do an acrylic ground back then. Maybe in watercolor that was a fail. I don't know. Believe me, I don't know. But anyway, that's soft pastel. This is a picture I took in Salzburg of two ladies. I forgot her name. She's from Australia, and that's Mary. She's from Canada, working hard in the sun. This is my little granddaughter, and I've done 2 photos now. I've done her and her older brother, Liam, and I'm behind. Liam is now 10. That makes her 7. And there's a 5, a 3, and a almost 1. So I'm behind 3 portraits. Things that make you go. Ugh. And this was a commission from a cousin of mine, and these were her 2 twins. Well, of course, twins, there's 2. The photograph that she'd had taken was disintegrating. Obviously, the photographer didn't use good stuff. So anyway, I painted a painting of them for her. As a commission. There's Grandma Edie again, and that one again. I don't think there's anything new. I have got to fix these pictures. Okay. You tired yet? Bored yet? And I'll show you something a little bit near and dear our hearts here. When I got into mixed media, I started playing with, I did this one too. This is good friend's granddaughter, and she got married, and the marriage didn't last too much longer after I gave him the portrait. What are you doing? Okay. There. But I started doing some illustration style work like that. Not Jane Davenport by a long stretch, but a little watercolor. And then we go into this type of work with a lot of collage in the background. This type of work. So anyway, that's fun. I'm going to put this on YouTube now so I can see it on this bigger screen. And we can have more show and tell anytime y'all want it. See if it's any faster. Let's see who's here. Oh, and I've just about finished my encaustic commission in around all the lives this week. Can't show it to anybody. There's that one. Just about done. Okay, enough show and tell. All right, that session's over. See, I didn't take too long on that, 8 minutes maybe. Let me see what's going on. Carol and Linda. Precious so-and-so. Thank you. Join the fun. We're a nice crew. The ugly people aren't allowed to come in. We kick them out. I was going to do, now I've got my camera all jacked up. I don't know what I'm going to do. I wanted to do a face and gouache is what I wanted to do. Bear with me. I got to get it where I can see it to paint it. Let me think about it. Well, look at my comment. Isn't that great? It's what you call it when you got the book on the touchpad. I'm thinking here. That's why I'm delaying just a minute. I was late getting on by about 6 minutes and had to reload YouTube 49 times. Bear with me. I need to practice dark skin, so I think I'm going to do that. Maybe. I'm just going to play now. This may or may not turn out. I can't even see. It's so dark in here. Okay. I haven't sorted brushes and put them away in ages. I have pulled an Isaby Petit Gris number 6235. And when you get it wet, it comes to a point. This is a Jean Haynes Kolinsky from Rosemary and Company in England. And this is probably a 50-cent calligraphy brush from China. And I love them. I also got a new one the other day, but I haven't used it yet. It's a silver brush, black velvet, and it's the flat 1 inch. I don't have many flat brushes, so I thought I would get it. Thinking. I don't have to talk every minute, do I? Oh, there it is. There's one. This is a Sanford Prismacolor watercolor. And I like to do my sketching with watercolor brushes. I mean, watercolor pencils. See if that's wet. And here's the beauty of a Klinsky. When it's wet, it goes to a point. Here's the Isaby. This is sometimes called a cat's tongue because it's kind of a filbert with a point. So it's kind of a round and a flat put together, or filbert put together. And here's my little cheapie. I love it. It's made with natural hair, so it holds a lot of water. And I need my watercolor rag. These are unbleached, all natural bird's eye diapers. Alrighty. Is everybody with me? Hey, Marie. Dr. Dot. See, I'm remembered. I'm getting better. I'm not that old. We're going to attempt to do this little girl right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is get the angle of her eyes. And this is where drawing on a flat surface isn't very good because I'm not looking at it at the same angle. But we're gonna solve that. No, I don't want you to just go to sleep. Kind of mark off the tic-tac-toe. My nose is running. See, I know y'all are in the house. And let's see right there. I put her. Want to put her eye on one of these two intersections. So, I'll do the eyes. I'm thinking, do the eyes 1 eye wide. Doop, doop. 3, 4, 5. I can make the eyes about that wide. Okay, that would make. That would work. Clip, clip, clip. I don't want to breathe right now, Mr. iWatch. Hey, Sherry. Half. I explain this in detail in my school. That's this side. So we're going to go. I always get my nose too long. Chapstick. I don't think that's going to work. I've got a million kneaded erasers around here. And that's not working. So since that's a watercolor pencil, I can just do that. It should come off. Come on, work with me here. Oh, well, we're going to go ahead. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Her nostril here is about half that size. And then this comes in. That one's about right. And that's about right. I'm usually not that good at capturing these first time. So, what am I doing? Okay. Hey, Elena. Yeah, you made a mess in your office today. You did a good job. I think I overdid that just a hair. It's close. Look at that neck. Now I'm going to embarrass myself because talking and doing this, all sketching and everything, is not the way I would do a portrait. And like I said, I am just playing today. That mouth is horrendous. It's just about right though. Woo! Ugly, ugly, mama, mama. Not watercolor. That's not supposed to be in this bag. I'm going to have some purple cadmium red. Excuse me while I get out my colors. Those are permanent green light. Maybe. White. It's another watercolor. I need another yellow. That's what I'm digging for. There's Azo, and there is lemon. I don't need both of them. Naples. Doggone it. Indian yellow, maybe. Maybe this is the cad. Yeah, that's the cadu. Okay. Now let's get messy. I didn't get my blues. Helio. I'll try to read. Squash is better squeezed out fresh. This is a saucer I got at Walmart for a whole $1. Indian yellow I didn't want. These, no, where is it? I just had it. Jeez. Oh, that's my dried up white. I need to work on that. Okay, now what's going on? Yeah, this is gouache, Lena. You said it today, and that's what gave me the idea. Your eraser doesn't help you because when you're painting, you're going to cover up most of it anyway. I've got my purple, and I do need a little bit of this green. Ooh, kind of separated on me. Now, this is an experiment for several reasons for me because A, I don't think I've ever done a portrait in gouache. B, I don't think I've ever done a dark-skinned person. And C, I didn't take the amount of time I normally would with a drawing. So, here we go. And that's cad yellow. You? Indian yellow. That may not get me there. I may not have a cad. Darn it, I know I had a cad. This day's just been crooked for me. Gimbos, not really. Well, now we're going to have a double whammy challenge. Ooh, you know something's wrong when you've got a cap with no tube hooked to it. Alright, we're going to make do. Have to at this point. And I normally mix paint with a spatula, with a palette knife, but I don't see one handy. There's one. But this, I like the saucer with the sides raised, but you can't really get your palette knife in there. You're making me paint in the dark too. I love that richness in her face, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. This is going to be such an out of drawing. This page had a coat of chalk paint on it already. That nasty color. Which one is that? Also yellow, supposed to be Spectrum, I guess maybe. The beauty of gouache is that you could come back over a dry layer. Just about. I lost anybody yet? Just looking at the, hey, Judy. Yeah, it's yeah, not good, a cap. You know what? That may be a cap that I deliberately kept in case I lost one. That's what that is. I love paint. I love dark skin. It's so much fun, even though I haven't done that much of it. Well, there's part of your problem, sis. You have to keep spraying your gouache too, which is sometimes kind of a pain in the behind. I definitely got this dark. Okay. Nope, that's too yellow. That's not even, that's a photo that's been, dang it. Well, we'll vignette some background. I may be embarrassing myself big time here. We can still be friends though, right? Well, don't get too concerned because this is just the block end. Whoops, went right over that ear. Not even going to use my other brushes. It doesn't look like. Okay, we'll double check that later. I've got to do something with that. Let's do All right. Let's see if we can fix. Oh, God, it makes you laugh, doesn't it? Makes you laugh. All right, we got to work on those eyes. And Jesus, God, I'm sorry. Y'all can say you watched me screw one up real good. Oh, getting there. I mean, it's relative. Now, if I were really working on this for serious, I would print it the exact same size as what my painting is. And I would have something to look back to. See, I'm avoiding that eye. Okay, here we go. gotta blow my nose. I've got her head tilted forward a little bit too far. I got a lot of things a little bit too far. Yeah, I see what you mean. You can tease me. I told you this was an experiment. Sometimes that helps. Poor girl. Bless your heart. This may not turn out worth a flip, but we're going to keep working at it. The mouth is better. That eye's looking better. Let's see what we can do over here. And I can just delete this photo altogether, you realize. Okay. Well, the drawing is close to right. Close. So you notice I said close. Nope. 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 Whew. Again, this is why I like wash over watercolor. Yeah, we need to do something down here. I got something wrong right here. Oops. Sorry. It is Halloween, right? I was too dark all the way around. Y'all are seeing the good, bad, and the ugly. Clients never see this. Now I've got to work on that ear a little bit. Ooh, no, no, no. Okay, what am I missing? Okay, I'm here. What do y'all need? Let's sing in the bathtub. Yes, it does almost slide off the gesso. Except it's not gesso, it's chalk paint. And so it has a little bit of tooth to it. Chalk paint. I got it at Walmart's by Waverly. No, you don't, Carol, you don't ever get the first color first time. Sorry. I wish it was that easy. It's a push and pull all the way. You add some, you take it off. Yeah. Other than the fact my drawing's all off. And typically you don't ever get a drawing right either the first time. Not even the masters do. I'm loving this lavender. Well, it looks like a tattoo. Tribal tattoo. I would die if you watched me paint an oil painting. We'd be here for days. Sometimes work 3 or 4 hours just on one spot. Love oils. But I'm telling you, if y'all ever want to really learn how to paint, let me know. Get that freebie. It's a little bit pricey, but you get what you pay for that kind of thing. But it's not for everybody. I mean, not everybody wants to learn how to do this. Nitpicky. And I don't teach faces in there. I may when I do a subsequent level to that particular class. You'll never see me promoting it all over the place either. Just selling everywhere. And I almost always paint my figurative things upright. It helps with the drawing. It's awfully smudgy now. She's got that purple going on. Well, y'all on the Facebook hacking, I just looked up and saw it. Some of that's been a scam. The talking about it's been a scam. Getting everybody worried and I always check Snopes on stuff like that to see if that's the scam is getting everybody to talk about it. Splotchy, splotchy. Excuse me, I think I just burped in your ear. I losing anybody? Who are y'all talking about? You being ugly? Kimberly, are you behaving? Yeah. I'm about ready for this to start smoothing out now. It's where the paper's playing against me. Okay, so who's a snoop? Yep, that's just another scam, Carol. Lori, I use Facebook strictly for the groups that I'm in. I hardly ever look. Well, wasn't that a good little mark? I hardly ever look at my timeline. That's where all the crap takes place. I'm going to switch brushes and see if that makes any difference. Yeah, my paper is fighting me right now. That didn't help me a whole lot. This is what ordinarily I'd say, I'm tired of putting. Let's see. How did I mix that color a while ago? Get rid of the white. Now, I told you I'd never done a portrait in gouache, so I don't really know how to remedy what I'm doing right now. I'm getting a better skin tone. I noticed at Walmart the other day they're selling that chalk paint in a smaller jar by Waverly, and it's in the paint section. It was designed as a decorating tool. I'm gonna let that dry just a minute. Like I have a choice. Okay, now. Dry. Leave it alone, Vicki. Please tell your mama I'm sorry. I could come in with acrylic and finish this thing in about half a heartbeat. That's not what we're doing today. We're playing Stump Vicki today. Dry. All right. It's one reason why I like cheap brushes. They're still natural. I would never do this with a Kolinsky. If I was a black woman, I would be wearing my hair natural. There wouldn't be any of that snatching me bald-headed stuff. I have a feeling when I pick this up and look at it, it's going to be so wrong. Yeah, I got it out of shape. That's okay. This one won't be winning any awards. However, I learned what not to do. It's not going to work on pick me up paper. You know what I mean? See, working against me. Come on now. Not bored yet? I am. We call her Spotty Girl. I'm afraid to pick her up. No kidding. Maybe y'all have learned how easy it is to make corrections in certain media. Oil, soft pastel, encaustic. You just keep going until you get it right. Watercolor, no, you're not going to be doing that. You pretty well nailed that the first time. Acrylic. Wash is pretty much put it down and leave it, which I didn't do. Who ate her ear? I do have a little bit of. Come on, give me just a little bit. It's better. I think that's what I did before and I didn't like it. Now that'll get you some red in the casting skin. Now what are you going to do? Damn it. Quick, somebody tell her to stop. Okay, what's going on? Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Debbie, yes, it is. You have a bet. I was having better luck there at the end when I was letting it dry, and then come back in and just do one brush stroke and leave it alone. I was kind of doing it like I do oil, which is just it's second nature to me. where you can do several little bitty marks. Yeah, I can come back to this and probably. Yeah, she has hair. But anyway, Marie, it's really just what looks good and what your eye tells you. It's not too bad right now, but well, Carol, when I was late getting on, I just jumped in there and found a picture and started. It wasn't anything I planned. And Debbie, I've done it on watercolor paper, and it'll do the same thing. So that's the bad thing about gouache. You can go back over the top of something, but you've got to be real careful, and I wasn't. Woo, I'm tired. Vicky's got your number. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that today. Anytime you want something, boy, she is, well, she can be salvaged. I'll salvage her on Thursday. How about that? I'll come prepared. Thanks, Lena. Lena. I enjoyed yours this morning too. I had some for quite a while and then added to it, and I did. If I could find the book, that was the one I was going to work in today with colored pencil, because somebody yesterday got me on colored pencil, but I can't find the book, and I will show you. Hang on 1 minute. Maybe. Now I know where it is. The little one. This is my custom keeper. I made Shannon sell it to me. Here. Now this is just regular, which way is that? This is just regular paper from Canvas Corp. I mean, this is just cheap old paper. This is gouache. And that's colored pencil. That's colored pencil. Colored pencil kind of bores me. I don't remember what that was, but it wasn't very good. This one I love. This is gouache. It's got a velvety appearance. Maybe it's that with a flower, you kind of know where you're going and you know what colors you're using. Where on a face, I use every color I can get my hands on. This is also gouache. Not one of my favorites, but I love this pink one. I found something. Ha ha. Okie doke. Yeah, I'm going to run too because there'll probably be something else on tonight I want to watch. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You make me feel good. And so thank you for including me in your group too. All right, I'm going to sign off and we'll work on this a little bit on Thursday.